You're listening to Greater Good Radio Hawaii. Today's guest is Mayor Mufi Hanneman. He is the mayor of the city and county of Honolulu and founder of the Pacific Century Fellows. Please visit us online at greatergoodradio.com.
So, Mayor, I know that you've identified Chinatown as kind of the area that you want to focus on. Can you talk more about why you chose that area and maybe what the plans could be, or give us some insight into that?
Well, Evan, I really want to credit you and a lot of the MBA students that got together with you to sort of recognize there was a need to bring the various organizations together so that we could have a more synergistic approach to Chinese New Year, for one. And my administration's commitment is I really want to ramp up and revitalize Chinatown. And I don't want to reinvent the wheel. I want to take all the good work that former mayors have done, ongoing community organizations, both cultural, both arts organizations, and the business organization, and now give it some impetus and a big push in that direction. And I think the time is right. When people ask me to describe, what are you talking about, Mayor? I says, well, you know what? The last administration did a good job in Waikiki and revitalizing Waikiki, but they spent billions of dollars in doing that. I think we can do the same for Chinatown without spending that kind of money, because there's a lot of commitment already in Chinatown. One of the things I like to do, for example, Evan, is highlight the arts. Right now we have a First Friday. The Hawaii Theater is experiencing a renaissance. I was very instrumental in the council in fostering the idea that the Marx Garage could be an arts center. And it was an idea that my wife Gail gave me, who chairs the Hawaii Alliance for Arts Education, is to utilize underutilized buildings and give it some seed money and create what they call an art enterprise zone. So there's an arts cultural district that I really believe is on the cusp of going to the next level. And my administration would like to help in that regard. There's loft housing now there. Why should it be restricted to one Friday a month or the first Friday of every month? We should have that every Friday. And I think there's a lot of arts groups that wants to do this. I've been talking with the Ford Foundation. They're poised to put in some money in Chinatown. And we'll be identifying other stakeholders, both at the state level, and we should also look at foreign entities, such as Taiwan, that owns a piece of the Chinatown Cultural Plaza. I think all of this makes for a very good mix of people, coupled with the business organizations, Hawaii Pacific University. And if you look at the Chinatown Gateway fountain there, you know, my administration inherited, as many people know, an eyesore. It was broken. It was irreparable, as some people saw it. And they put the price tag like at $551,000 for us to repair it. Our city administration went to work, and we put in all the improvements and repairs with less than $50,000. And we've got the entities of Indigo Theater, the Plumbers Union, head by Herbert Kaupua, and Hawaii Theater to agree to maintain that. So that's the kind of vitality that I want to bring to it. On the same time, I want to continue to emphasize the Chinese cultural heritage. Not only the Chinese that have been here for a long time, but recognizing the Southeast Asian group of Chinese that are moving here in great numbers. And that's why we worked with you, Evan, and others to make sure that we now can have these events on a regular schedule and try to avoid the conflicts that we've seen in the past, where sometimes 2 or 3 events were happening on one weekend and people were confused. We've got them spaced out now, and we're able to maximize our city resources, whether it's the police special services that has to be there or city crews and the like. And so it makes it easier from a taxpayer perspective to be able to do this. And I love the fact that this year, in the Year of the Dog, they're taking a page from their Aloha Week festivities and marketing it. They've got a great brochure out. They've lined up businesses in Chinatown who are going to offer discounts. This really is now what we're saying to the rest of Hawaii, is that, you know, Chinatown is going through a renaissance or renewal. And as mayor, I'm very happy to lend our efforts to being part of that. The Smith Britannia Park is another great example that's been on the books for a long time. My administration came in and they said, Mayor, we really need that playground equipment. We said, you know what, we're not going to quibble of who gets the credit for it. Let's just do it. So that's another shining example of what we need to do more of in Chinatown.
So before we run out of time, Mayor, you mentioned that you would go ahead and do an impersonation for us. You said not Dick Clark, but maybe it's your impersonation of an announcer. Well, your top 4 favorite songs of your time.
Well, you know, I actually see a guest coming in through the door. How you doing, Governor? Good to see you, Governor Ariyoshi.
Well, I wanted to come by today, Mufi. I wanted to say to
Evan and Carrie here, how much I appreciate what they're doing here, because it's about the future of this community. And just like you many years ago, I see the same potential in them. And so I wanted to come by and congratulate Evan and congratulate Carrie. And, thank you very much, Governor Arias. And then, wait a second. You know what? You know who's here today? Senator Inouye. Senator, thank you for making time here. I wanted to stop by today to let Evan and Carrie know that I'm very, very proud of the work that they do in Hawaii. And certainly when they come to the nation's capital, I would like for them to stop by my office so that we can greet them accordingly, Mr. Mayor. Well, thank you, Senator. Thank you very much. And in closing, I just want to let you know, and Evan and Carrie, how much I love Honolulu. And in so doing, let me just borrow a phrase from a song that I just put on a DVD. I fell in love with Honolulu when I saw a girl with flowers in her hair, when she gave me her aloha smile, I was glad that I could stay a while. Okay, enough singing. Keep your day job. Evan and Carrie, thank you very much for having me on your show. I really enjoy being here today with you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mayor Mufi Hanneman, for joining us today on Greater Good Radio Hawaii. For more information on today's show or transcript, please visit us online at greatergoodradio.com. This is your host, Evan Leong, saying please join us next time for another episode of Greater Good Radio Hawaii.